want to do an exercise with you. Picture your life right now. Be honest with yourself about what's going on in your life right now, what you want to keep, what you want to grow, what you want to change in the opposite direction altogether. Do you have that vision? I'm going to come back to it in just a few moments. If you are currently on your narcissistic abuse recovery journey and you feel like you are doing the right steps, you are watching all of the videos, maybe you are even trying to do steps to untangle yourself from the narcissist, like learning how to go gray rock or not allow their comments and conversations to kind of pull you into an argument. You're doing all of the things, and yet it seems like you're either getting nowhere or you're getting somewhere for a little while and then something happens where you are pulled back to what feels like the exact same beginning place that you started from. Or maybe you are doing the steps that somebody else told you to do. Maybe you've been seeing a counselor or you've been hanging out with a group of people who told you the right way to recover from this is to, depend on the Lord and read your Bible and come to church and keep going to therapy and all of the things. And these things are true, by the way. But perhaps this leaves you feeling like you understand a fair amount about narcissism and the narcissist and why it is that they do what they do. But that doesn't leave you in a place of knowing who you are and knowing why you do what you do and how to actually move from where you are now into your ideal life. Typically, when there is a distance between what you know and who you are is because there was only a mental connection, a mental ascension to an idea, but there really wasn't a true belief change. You can have all of your declarations posted all around your house, and yet if you aren't connecting with those things, that leaves you in the same spot that you started in, except now you think you are doing things in order to get you to your destiny, when really you're still barely connected to those things. So how to change this? How do you move from where you are to where you truly want to be? How do you overcome feelings of hopelessness and feeling like you can't trust yourself to even make choices that lead you to your destiny? The first step is that you need to develop a plan that is sound and that has been tried before, that has succeeded in the past. There are 8 pillars of narcissistic abuse recovery that people must go through in order to truly heal. You need to learn how to regulate your emotions, how to build habits that support your destiny so that you can live authentically. For some of you, it has been years, decades, or perhaps never since you have been showing up and living your life authentically. And in these cases, it is often a spiritual issue. So understanding covenants, soul ties, and inner vows is a necessity to take you from where you are now to where you want to be. You also need to begin where you are at. You cannot skip steps and move from where you think you are or where you want to be right now. You need to meet yourself where you truly currently are and move forward from there. This happens when you can see the reasons for the feelings of hopelessness or like the feelings of drowning. I know it's easy to say that it's because of the narcissist doing X or Y or Z to you, but that's not the real reason that you feel you are drowning. That's the fruit of the root system. That's not the actual cause of the feeling of hopelessness. And if you can't determine where you are now and how you got there, then you can't bridge the gap between where your current reality is and where you want to go. If I don't know where I am, how do I get my GPS to get me to my destination? You need to turn on your location function emotionally so that you can move forward appropriately. If you want to get to Phoenix and you are in Arizona currently, your directions on how to get to Phoenix will be different than somebody who is currently in Seattle. You need to know where you are located and how you got there. One of the most important steps that you need to do is to systematically break the trauma bond. What I mean by this is that every single day you are doing something that is going to decrease the hold it has over you. And there are things that you can do that will continuously add to breaking that trauma bond and things that you can do that will strengthen it. Again, this goes to knowing who you were truly created to be. If you don't know that person, you will be guessing your way out of your situation. Choosing new relationships, new friendships is part of your healing journey. Knowing that you can choose healthy people for your destiny and that you have the ability to set boundaries and enforce them with consequences when necessary is a tool that all people who were entrapped by a narcissist failed to have in their toolkit. Again, you can tell this because maybe when you got involved with a narcissist, you felt like something was off, but you didn't trust yourself enough to do something about it when that instinct was warning you or alerting you to that something wasn't correct. So trust in yourself needs to be grown, and it needs to be grown in measurable ways that you can actually track so that you know you are moving forward in the right direction and making good choices for yourself, not just guessing or hoping that you are doing so because you're watching all the videos on narcissism, or because you're attending your weekly Bible study or going to your weekly therapy meeting, or whatever it is that you are doing on your journey. Go back to the vision of you that I asked you to have at the beginning of this video, the one where you saw where you currently are versus where you truly want to be. It can be scary to truly invest in yourself apart from the narcissist, especially after the narcissist has spent so long being the dominant voice inside of your head. For many of you, you are living your worst case scenario right now, meaning you know the current state of your life is not your ultimate goal, and yet you are taking very few or very slow and small steps towards your destiny. And if that's the speed that you are comfortable with, that's okay, as long as you know you are headed in the right direction. For others, you want to move towards the right direction faster than figuring it out on your own and hoping it's the right direction. Everybody's healing journey is different, and we cannot rush the process no matter which one of these two choices you make, but there are ways to cut down on the time that it takes you to meet your true self and to start operating from that place of authenticity. My Narcissistic Detox Intensive is meant to do just that. It cuts the time that it takes you for you to truly connect with your ideal life and who you truly are, so that you can start moving forward confidently towards your goal. When there is not a behavior change, this is because there is a belief system set in place. Addressing those belief systems, first of all, by figuring out what they are, where they're located, and how they got there, is the way to start making lasting behavioral changes, not completing cycles of doing okay and then regressing, falling back into one of the narcissist traps and having to start again by trying to get out of that situation. I've been a coach now for almost 5 years, and I have been developing the 8 pillars of narcissistic abuse during this time. My intensive is designed to take you through each one of these pillars while supporting you with your day-to-day tasks right now. For many of you, you still have to have contact with the narcissist, which you feel like is a hindrance to your healing journey. My Detox Intensive is not for everybody. It is only for those who truly want to invest in themselves right now and who want to free themselves right now from the narcissist to experience for the first time, maybe ever, what it's like to breathe in air when you are truly free, when there is no weight on you, to live your life unapologetically from your true identity, who you were created by God to be. I'm not taking everybody into this intensive, but if you would like to have more information about it, get out your phones or grab a piece of paper, because I'm going to give you my phone number and I want you to text me. Send me your first name and the word detox. Are you ready? My phone number is 512-677-9322. It's also in the description of this video. We can see if you're a good fit for the intensive. Remember, you need to be ready to make this change now. You need to be ready to make an investment apart from the narcissist into yourself. If you are in court with a narcissist, or you are about to go to court with a narcissist, you are the biggest asset and the biggest liability to your case. Your case will literally depend on how much you have healed yourself. There needs to be a very stark difference between who you are and who the narcissist is. So stark that a judge who does not know you two, who has not lived your life, can clearly see which one of you is the problem. So often the narcissist will accuse you of doing the things that they have done, which then makes you angry, and then you begin to actually do many of the behaviors similar to what they just accused you of doing. Please understand that this is a game to the narcissist, and the only way to win is to not play that game. But the next step is knowing how to engage with the system, the legal system, while unhooking yourself from it. So regardless of what you do next, know that your healing is vital to your case. The holidays are also just around the corner. Do you have a plan? A real one that is written down on how to deal with the narcissist during this time? Do you have a way to speak to your children and your grandchildren about the narcissist behaviors? Do you have a way to still enjoy the most magical time of the year, even if you know you are going to have to be interacting with the narcissist in some way? I will speak more about the holidays in a later video, but I do want you to know right now that you can set yourself up for success heading into that season by beginning a true healing journey now. Not guessing, not hoping that what you're doing is going to work for you, but knowing. I have a 100% success rate with my clients in and out of family court, for the reason that my coaching is built on ensuring that they are healed. That's the whole foundation of what I do. Yes, I help them navigate their legal process so that they can ultimately have their ideal outcome, even if it is relocating out of state with their children. People will tell you that that is not possible, and I highly encourage you not to downgrade your dream and your life because somebody else told you that you can't have it. The first step in having the ultimate outcome that you want, regardless of what that looks like for you, is to ensure that you show up authentically. You need to be healed from this experience, regardless of how long and how painful you have been with a narcissist. This is absolutely possible. And if you are new to this channel and you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I am speaking from a place of true authority because I have experienced narcissistic abuse. I have overcome it. I've experienced what it's like to have it devastate my life. When I think about that and when I think about where I am now and the amount of people that I've been able to help and impact, it comes down to one thing. And that's because I got myself healed. If I have a broken leg and you have a broken leg, we really can't help each other. But when I have no broken legs and I'm strong and whole, now I can come to help you and you will get to your destination a lot faster and safer as well. Now really is the time to get healed. Learn who you truly are. Learn to start showing up as that person. The world truly needs who you are authentically. We have seen the world so far and how it has turned out with you becoming the narcissist slave. We want to know what it is like when you show up as who you were created to be. If you are ready to commit to yourself, your future, and you are ready to invest right now in healing yourself, then you have my phone number and you know what to do.